And I'm going to expand on this now with the Rider-Waite-Smith. And thank you again for joining me. I'm Janet with Gracious Gifts Tarot, our weekly reading. So we're going to take a look at the realm of health and well-being, the things that, make us feel really stable in the world. I accidentally, look at that. Got a card from last week that snuck in there. We're going to take that out. It's from a different deck that I used. All right. Two of Cups. All right, we're going to go ahead and put out our 3 cards for health and well-being, love and relationships, and then that wealth and career realm on, what we can be doing that makes us make a living in the world and function in this material world. All right, let's take a look at health and well-being. And we got that's not going to work for us. This is the title card. So pivot and see what we get. All right. We got the 8 of Cups. Okay, I like this. All right, we got 8 of Pentacles and 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups, emotions, relationships, but this figure is already heading out and looking for new things. And if you'll notice, unlike the 5 of Cups, all of these cups are upright. So, the bounty, the gift, all of the potential is still there that this traveler could come back to. And take a look here at the moon and sun kind of put together there to light the way. But this person is definitely on a journey, headed off on a pathway, and ready to take on some challenges and challenge themselves to look for new things. Also understanding that they have all of that wealth and resources still kind of waiting there for them. So in terms of health and well-being, you're ready. You're ready to take a journey. You've counted your blessings. You are also curious. I think that the fact that they're heading out, I don't see any baggage like we see with the 6 of Swords, but the 8 of Cups is definitely about journeying on, looking for new potential. And if this is you, maybe you're ready for the next step in your health journey and you're ready to take on that new exercise regime or try out a new gym or something like that. And in terms of body, we kind of talked about that, but the mind is ready to be stimulated. The mind is curious and is ready to move on. And I would also say that in the spiritual realm too. There are other things out there that we haven't discovered yet. And we're ready to take the first steps on that journey. Also understanding we have all that base of the 8 cups there to support us in that endeavor. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at love and relationships. Oh my, the Tower. This actually came up 2 weeks ago in the same position, love and relationships. And I am not going to sugarcoat this. Something has ended and you're ready to move on. Now, don't let the Tower scare you. It's kind of like death. It is necessary change, and it's about being prepared. We always have an inkling of things that are coming, whether it's subconscious, our intuition, something that we're picking up in our peripheral vision. But better to be an agent of change than the victim of change. So it is really time to start new, I would say. If you are in an existing relationship and there are some repair that needs to be made, this is definitely saying it's time to take a hard look at that. Is it working? Are we making progress? What else can we do to get through a pretty rough time? And I would say also that if you are looking for a relationship right now, just be sure that you have worked through past trauma and drama. You have decided what is yours to carry forward into your next relationship, because this is about new beginnings. You don't forget what comes next is the star, which we had last week. And you know, the star is about transparency and being open and pure and shining your light. So that relief is coming, but we do have to get through whatever this is. And if you are single and happy, just be aware that, you know, relationships might be a little strained right now with friends and family, co-workers, those kinds of things. And some change may be coming your way there too. All right, let's go ahead now and take a look at wealth and career and kind of that stability and all of that. Four of Swords. So this is nicely fitting with the Four of Cups. Another rest mode. Time to reflect. Time to take a pause. Don't get too excited about making any huge changes right now, because we're being told it's not the time to really jump and run with anything. So the Four of Swords, so our air, our intellect, our logic, you know, and don't get yourself all wrapped up around worrying. This is also a don't worry, rest card. And I like that coming kind of after some of this other energy that we're focusing on. All right, let's just take a look here to kind of tie some of this together. The Eight of Cups and the Four of Cups. I would say in that health realm, the Four of Cups was telling us on the weekend to shift our perspective and look at the opportunity of that Ace of Cups. And then this Eight of Cups is saying, yes, you know, you're ready to make that shift and you're ready to move on and look at those new opportunities. Let's see what else in the health realm here. I think that this growth with the Eight of Pentacles at the beginning of the week and that mastery of something, you've got a lot of confidence about what you're doing. And the Queen of Wands, again, that leadership role. But I'm kind of getting too with the Five of Wands energy towards the end of the week is that, you know, you just might really need to talk something out and really find out what your options are and be sure that you're informed enough to make decisions. All right, relationships. Again, like I said, I can't sugarcoat it. 2 times in a row is just not a coincidence. And hang on, you know, just hang on. You've got a lot of strength here. And maybe that's what we're getting here too with the Four of Cups, is that pause to really think about the relationship and see what direction you are ready to go that is in your heart's interest and the other person's interest too. Pausing there with the Four of Swords. Let's see here. And I'm also getting with the Five of Wands, it may not be as serious as you are making it in your own head. So take that pause and really think it through. Negotiate, renegotiate. Communication is so clearly needed in this situation. So it just might be time to bring things out in the open and plan a future together of what that's going to look like. Okay, let's see. Anything else here that's standing out to me? The rest towards the weekend, especially about not making quick decisions in the financial and wealth arena, career arena. All right, instead of an oracle card,